Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday from Sydney, Australia. Today is our sixth episode of Daily Dose. And the first story that I want to talk about today is actually something that I have been, sharing and preaching and lecturing a little bit for many, many years. Movement and longevity. Walking more cuts your risk of death and heart disease. Doesn't matter how much you sit, doesn't matter how sedentary your lifestyle is. A study over 72,000 people found that each increase in daily steps up to 10,000 was associated with 39% lower risk of death and 21% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. And these benefits were seen regardless of how much you spend your day and your time sitting down. So if you have like an office job, a little bit more of a sedentary lifestyle, sitting down a lot. It doesn't matter as long as you walk. 72,000 subjects in this study. You can't go wrong. Seriously, this is a wake up call for us to move more because moving more, our body is made to move. If you don't use it, you lose it. It really rings true, especially when it comes to movement. And walking is free. If you walk every day, it really does increase the cardiovascular fitness, and that will then boil over and spill over and manifest into other aspects of your health. And story number two, nutrition and brain health. We know this, right? You are what you eat. But today I specifically want to talk about olive oil. A lot of people already are aware that olive oil is healthier than some other oil, and olive oil can help increase that good cholesterol level, increase that cardiovascular resilience. But at the same time, a 2 year study over 600 adults found that people who consume extra virgin oil, extra virgin olive oil, had better cognitive performance and more diverse gut bacteria than those using refined olive oil. So, again, just because the ingredients are the same, just because they are safe and it's not going to kill you because it doesn't contain any toxic or any, harmful pathogens, processing matters. This is what I'm trying to say to people, that just because a food safety procedure has been put in place, most of the stuff that you see in the supermarket, they are safe from the food safety perspective. Obviously, it will not contain, or it shouldn't contain, any pathogenic bacteria. It shouldn't contain any allergens. It shouldn't contain particles like metals and plastic and glasses that can hurt your body. However, just because they are safe from the food safety perspective, it doesn't mean that they're good for your health and wellness, health and well-being. Because when foods are being processed, especially ultra processed, it changes the characteristics of the food. It changes the interaction between the food and your gut and your intestine and your microbiome. And not only that, some ultra processed foods have been shown to increase not only your risk of developing degenerative diseases, but on the spot, it will increase your high glucose blood sugar level. It will give you that spike. So whilst the effect can be years later, this fluctuation of your blood glucose actually doesn't help you in terms of curbing appetite, instead in terms of reducing that craving. So if you have been trying to lose weight, if you have been trying to be in that healthier weight range, if you have been trying to fuel your body, because some of us, we eat but we still feel uh, not only hungry but also tired and fatigued, watch the type of food that you're eating. Because if it's ultra processed foods, more likely than not, it will actually disrupt the way that your body perceive the food and the way that your body extract energy and utilize this energy. This is the reason why there's a term that they slap onto their this kind of food, empty calories, because you get all of the calories, but they're not actually doing things to help your health and well-being. And this is also the reason why, whilst weight loss or weight gain is a mathematic problem, the type of fuel and calories that you input into your body can result in a very significantly different outcome when it comes to whether or not your body is being fueled properly, whether or not your body is being nourished from the inside out, or you're just consuming empty calories. Uh, Story number three: exercise timing. So I have to say that I used to be one of those people who are very skeptical in terms of when you exercise matters, but I probably only say that because was not an early riser, an early bird when it comes to waking up in the morning. I have been for the past almost 3 months, and I have to say that personally, I have seen a lot of changes. I have seen significant increase in my energy level during the day, and not only that, it has elevated my mood as well because that touch of sunlight, that first perception of sunlight in the morning it's very it's a very natural response for your brain and your body to be happy during the day or especially in the morning when you receive that sunlight as you open your eyes. When you exercise might matter as much as whether you exercise. This research that has just found out that the timing of exercise to match your body clock chronotype, whether you're naturally a morning person or a night owl, led to a greater improvements in blood pressure, metabolic markers, sleep quality compared to exercising at the wrong time of the day. So again, this proves time and time again that it's not one size fits all. Sometimes, a lot of the times, especially when it comes to how your body reacts to something, you have to listen to your body. You have to go back to basics. It doesn't matter what the trend is, what the hype is. At the end of the day, you're doing this for the betterment of your health, not only physiologically, physically, but also psychologically. So you need to listen to your body. Let's read more about this research. So, most people just exercise whenever they can. The research says that if you're struggling with blood pressure or sleep, matching your workout with your natural body clock, so your circadian rhythm, could give you meaningfully better results. Morning people do better exercise in the morning, and night owls do better later. So, again, listen to your body, try out different times, different schedules when you do your exercise, and listen to your body. Which time of the day gives you the motivation, the energy, that dopamine from your brain that responds really well with how your body perceive the activity. In this case, exercising. So, drop your comment down below. Are you a morning person or are you more of like later at night person? I also think that one of the way that I try to trick my brain into doing exercise is that if I do it in the morning, I get it done and dusted, out of the way, rather than waiting till later, where I might find an excuse not to do it. I might find that, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. If I do it first thing in the morning, you get it done and dusted and get on with your day. Uh, so today's episode concluded with that, but I think I will title it "Walk More, Live Longer" because this is the type of things that everyone can do. I feel that most of us can do this quite easily and cheaply. I know that if you're in the southern hemisphere, we're going into colder months, and by default, by habitual evidence, we will move less during colder months compared to summer. But if you just, if you wear a smartwatch or if you just carry your phone and put it in your pocket, if you just count 5,000 steps a day, 6,000, building it up to 10,000 steps a day, you literally are extending your lifespan. And not only that you will live longer, you will also live better. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in today. Tomorrow, Daily Dose episode 7. So, thank you so much for your encouragement. Thank you for giving me the motivation to do this every day. It's not easy, but I do believe that I need to show up. I need to show up for you guys because there's so much misinformation and disinformation when it comes to health and wellness. So I want to be in the front line to help share the good news about health, as well as the easy, most practical ways to stay healthy every day. See you. Bye bye.